Hi, people who someone clicked on this video somehow, and I don't know why. Why am I starting the intro like this? But more importantly, Monster Hunter. Hi, I'm Tanner. I like Monster Hunter. Game fun. It brings me happiness. Why? I like Big Monster. Now the thing about Monster Hunter that okay, I'm not starting it like this. Hold on. Monster Hunter is a game that is okay. Monster is a game that's good. I don't know how to start this. I can't record anything. But the reason I want to talk about it today is because, well, I feel like a failure. And not getting into all that because no one probably wants to hear it. I know that sounds a lot like woe is me, but no, I won't get to that. For Monster Hunter, I want to talk about just why I like the game. You ever just walk through a Monster Hunter game? Why am I saying that like that? I guess we could start where I'm started. I started in Freedom Unite. It's the first game I ever really put time into, and it's the first game that ever really made me feel like I was small. In the whole of Freedom Unite, the game doesn't. It, one thing to know for old Monster Hunters, they don't treat you kindly. In like the newer ones, they don't. And you know what? Do I miss it? No, no, I really don't. I like it, sure, but do you really think I want to stand there and get charged over 3 times by a Rathian and still be happy? No. No, that's just not fun. But it was something. It's the first game of its class, and it's a game that, while others try to copy, like Dauntless and all that, fails severely, falling at the gates that they will never be ever compared to Monster Hunter. It's such a rare thing these days for a franchise to never have a bad entry. I know some people will talk bad about Rise. I mostly see it from the world's folk, most of the new ones, and I know you guys are new. You guys are little baby hunters, and we love you, but you suck. I'm just kidding. I know the whole thing of that people saw Rise and were like, why is this nothing like World? Well, a lot of people pretty much know now that Monster Hunters are kind of always been like that. There's always been changes between each of them. None of them really stay ever the same. Pretty much the only big one of that would be Generations and Generations Ultimate, but we only really say Generations Ultimate. Besides that point, you ever just like play? We're gonna go in the world with this. You ever play World and you just think, "Wow, this game is good," but like what I mean by that is you ever just play it and then think, wow, out of all the games I could have picked, I picked the game that is actually good. It's a game that treats you well, it's a game that gives you stuff to do, and it's a game that doesn't hold your hand sometimes. I cannot tell you how much I despise Raging Braggadillos. While World has never given me any difficulty with it being quite pathetically easy to me, even Iceborne and Fatalis were kind of a joke to me. There is still fun in that. I know a lot of people say World is a lot harder than Rise, and difficulty is subjective because not everyone finds the same game hard. But yes, World was a joke to me, and Rise, well, more of the end of Sunbreak was basically me getting my teeth kicked in. But with Worlds, it's always felt so great just to learn like the ecology of it, more specifically for a certain monster named Nergigante. I don't think it's a hot topic that Nergigante is probably one of the greatest monsters we've ever had, like by a long shot. But it's so cool that the monster that hunts down and basically puts the other elders in its place is literally just a fucking macho man. Now, most of the Elder Dragons are kind of douchebags half the time, and then there's Gante, who really just likes killing things. But when you look into it, he's more of just like a guardian. When you look into Nergigante, there's more of he's really just there to keep order. The whole reason why he was really there for Zora was either because he needed a lot of bioenergy or because he realized the threat that Zora presented to the environment. That's also the reason why he ate Sharashvalda, because Sharashvalda was a severe problem to the environment, and in that it also showed intelligence waiting for us to kill it and stealing its body. Fuck you, Shara. Ruiner's better. But going back to the world point, so did anyone else get their teeth kicked in by Primordial Malzeno? I don't understand how you could make a fight so much better. I thought Mal was okay at best. I loved his fight. It wasn't hard at all. But Primordial, the fact that a monster literally uses its wings as basically a sword and shield and lance is so cool. And also, his turf wars are amazing. Do you know how badass it is to see a monster literally block something's ice breath and just bitch slap them? How does he do that? He literally charges up to Velkana, blocking her ice breath, then bitch slaps her out of the air. How? And why is it so cool? It's a night dragon. That's just so cool. And also the fact that it literally is probably one of the only monsters where it's actually, good. Now, that being said, after the hunt where we save it, we immediately start killing them, which I don't think is lore accurate to the game, but it is kind of funny. But this is a really short summary. What I love about Monster Hunter is the fact that it is a game where no matter what you are, no matter who you are, you can feel like you're doing something in it. There has never been a single game ever that has ever given me as much achievement feeling as in Monster Hunter. That final strike you get against a monster you struggled for so long, that's just such a great feeling. And then you realize you have to get every goddamn other part of them. And you know what? That's why I love it. It forces me to hunt something that I find hard and I have to work against. There's a reason why I remember every move a monster, and yet I can't remember a single math problem. Because it's something that just brings joy. There's something so perfect about the simple gameplay of Monster Hunter. You hunt a monster, you get its parts, you make armor and weapons, and you have to hunt the monster to do it more. And then it repeats. The cycle just keeps going. There's just something so fun about that. Every monster is its own fight. It's different from the others, except for every iteration of Rathalos and Rathian, but Poster Child. But it's in that where you find stories of people trying against the monsters and then getting their shit kicked in. But then they keep going, and you know what? They get it. And also, Monster Hunter is one of the only games where it feels so good to help someone. You can always just help people, and you know what? It feels so great to get past something that you struggled on and helping someone else get to that, because you know what? They might stay. And you know what? No matter all the criticism of people going back to the world thing, of people saying world's better than Rise, and that never mattering because it's a Monster Hunter game, none of them are ever going to be alike. It always feels great to have more people. It's always good to go to a gathering hub and just sit there and just watch people play. So that's why I love Monster Hunter. I could go more in depth, but I don't know how good this video will do, and I don't know if I'll ever do this again. But I love you all.